Ecological pyramids. Ecological pyramids are the graphical representation of feeding relation between different organisms in an ecosystem. Each part of the ecological pyramid represents the trophic level or the order in which organism eats or is eaten. The term ecological pyramid was first introduced by a British ecologist, Charles Elton, in 1927. In an ecological pyramid, the base of the pyramids comprise the producers, green plants. It is followed by primary consumers, herbivores, secondary consumers, carnivores, and tertiary consumers, top carnivores. The three main types of ecological pyramids are pyramid of numbers, pyramid of biomass, and pyramid of energy. Pyramid of numbers. The organisms in a food chain are represented graphically in the shape of a pyramid. A pyramid of number shows the number of organisms in each trophic level. Generally, from a primary consumer to the large carnivores, the size of the living things increases, but the number decreases. In our food chain pyramid, small insects, which are found in large numbers on plants, suck the juice of the leaves. The insectivorous birds, which feed on these, are large in size but present only in small numbers. Further, there may be a single eagle much larger than the insectivorous birds which it preys. In any ecological pyramid, the producers will always be at the bottom. Pyramid of biomass. Biomass is an organic material of biological origin that is derived from the fixation of carbon dioxide by trapping solar energy during photosynthesis. This includes trees, shrubs, grasses, crops, algae, aquatic plants, agriculture, and forest residues, and all forms of human, animal, and plant waste. In other words, biomass is the part in any plant or animal that can be converted into energy. A pyramid of biomass is a graphical representation of mass or weight of the organisms at each trophic level. In other words, the pyramid of biomass shows the energy lost in each trophic level. There are two types of biomass pyramids. They are upright pyramid of biomass, inverted pyramid of biomass. Upright pyramid of biomass. This occurs when the larger net biomass of producers support a smaller weight of consumers. Example, terrestrial ecosystem. Inverted pyramid of biomass. This occurs when the producers of smaller weight support the consumers of larger weight. Example, aquatic ecosystem. Let us learn about the pyramid of biomass in detail by considering an example. The pyramid of biomass for this particular food chain is as follows. Suppose if aquatic plants or algae uses 1000 kg of total mass from the sun to produce 100 kg of total mass, the small fishes produce 10 kg of total mass to the medium fishes. These fishes in turn produces 1 kg of mass to the other large aquatic animals. Thus, we can conclude that fewer the steps in food chain, there will be more energy for the species at the top. Pyramid of energy. An energy pyramid is a model that shows the flow of energy from one trophic or feeding level to the next in an ecosystem. The model is a diagram that compares the energy used by organisms at each trophic level. At the pyramid base are the producers, autotrophic organisms that make their own food from inorganic substances. All the other organisms in the energy pyramid are consumers. These are heterotrophs, meaning that they get food energy by consuming other organisms. The consumers at each trophic level feed on organisms from the level below and are themselves consumed by organisms at the level above. The shape of an energy pyramid shows the amount of food energy that enters each trophic level is less than the amount that enters the level below. The energy in an energy pyramid is measured in the units of kilocalories. Approximately 90% of the food energy that enters a trophic level is lost as heat when it is used by organisms to power the normal activities of life such as breathing and digesting food. The remaining 10% is stored in the various organisms' tissues. It is this latter energy that is available to be passed to the next trophic level. Thus, the higher the trophic level on the pyramid, the lower the amount of available energy. The 10% law. The 10% law was proposed by Raymond Lindman in 1942. It states that only 10% of total energy transferred during the energy flow from one trophic level to another. That is, during transfer of energy from one trophic level to the next level, only 10% of energy is stored as organic matter, and the remaining 90% energy is lost as heat during respiration as waste products and uneaten parts.